it's all the same story from Zimbabwe to Nigeria, man. It's a 949, man. You know how we do it. My name is Synik, straight out of Zimbabwe, the green. Nigeria stand up. That's how we doing, collaborating across borders. Yeah, let me tell you a story. It was betrayal. The order came from somebody close. His own people on the streets trying to make him a ghost. The night was beautiful as he made his way to the church. Guess it's the best place to be if you're leaving this earth. They're gone from selling drugs on corners to condominiums. Watch the biggest performers in a club called the Athenaeum. Made the right connects. You could say that he was kinda lucky, but you had to know your way around. There was a hierarchy. The big boss was a mythical figure, hardly seen, but people say that he was quick with a trigger. Like any business after him with a divisional hits, in charge of product distribution and splitting the bread. He was the youngest of the bosses, he came up quick. Now he giving orders to people that he came up with. One of them was his man, close enough to be his blood. It's thicker than water, but not as thick as the plot. Cause under the steeple of the church, and he knows that his enemies, people on the search for real. Cause it's an eye for an eye. You try to survive where your life is a price. The dog freaks as he enters the old building, there to have some casualties if they expected to kill him. Cause it's an eye for an eye. You try to survive where your life is a price. Started out small time, though he was seeking to shine in a city where people easily got crippled or died while other peeps were asleep. He was deep on the grind. If there was beef on the streets, he would reach for the knife. Was from the slums 5 years since he heard from his mom. She made it quite clear she regretted the birth of her son, so he took to the streets determined just to survive. Nobody messed with him. They said that he had murder in his eyes. Started to rise. Meanwhile the crime bosses were watching. He was the perfect guy for an enterprise. They were starting a drug ring that included jakes and politicians. When the paper got long, the snakes started hissing. Even the dude closest to his heart and the crew. What do you do when a man who's like a brother to you starts eyeing your spots? Probably when the guns go pop. It's just occupational hazards when you're right at the top. He hears a noise at the back as he sits in the pew. Now he knows that his minutes are getting few for real. Cause it's an eye for an eye. You try to survive where your life is a price. Click as he takes his weapons off safety. Says a little prayer like, Lord, will you take me? Cause it's an eye for an eye. You try to survive where your life is a price. Back to the present, from his flashbacks to the past. He grabs his weapons ready to blast back at these cats. Cause they old street soldiers mad fast with the gats. He takes cover as they enter through the back with the crash guns blazing. He had a mad grin on his face. They brought their own medicine, he gon' give him a taste. Only had 2 pistols, that's a couple of rounds. 30 goons coming through, so every slug got a count. Witnesses say that the shots were deafening. It took about 10 of them before they even knew what was happening. But he was surrounded, bullets ripped through his brain. Eyes closed, his spirit rose, angels whispered his name. At the funeral, a lone figure stands by a tree, in a position only the federal agents could see. They zoom in on his face, check the records, it's a match. The greatest assassin had disappeared, but now he's back. Cause that's his brother in the casket, and he swears that he's gonna get every one of the bastards. Cause it's an eye for an eye. You try to survive where your life is a price. Yeah, and with revenge in his heart, one story ends as another story starts. Cause it's an eye for an eye. You try to survive where your life is a price. Short on location at Feel Good Studios. Produced by The Green. Mixed and mastered by Nemesis. Written by, directed by, starring Synik. Eye for an eye. The end. Or is it?
This